Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Australians, welcome to Tatami Talk, another short form video. So today we're going to talk about Judo gis and BJJ gis. So right now you're going to look at the difference. I'm wearing my single weave gi right now. Anthony's now wearing his Fuji BJJ gi. Now, as you can see already, there's a difference in color, because in BJJ you can wear any color you like to for the most part. Judo, we're only allowed to wear white and blue. As you see at the pants, there's the same pretty much.
I don't think I have knee pads.
Yeah, they're right here. See this line right there?
It doesn't feel like it.
Anthony doesn't believe in knee pads for some reason. I don't know why. But both have knee pads, and that's something that we both have in here. Okay? Yeah. Then you get to the gi top. Same as Judo, there's two tops. I have the canvas kind of on top, and I have the quilted at the bottom, so I have the skirt area. With the BJJ gi, there's still a line right here dividing the top and the bottom, but it's all one fabric. Do you know why they do that in BJJ, Anthony?
I think it just looks better. Some people aren't a fan of the quilted pattern. It looks kind of like grandpa-like, I guess.
Grandpa. Oh,
I don't know, but I agree. It kind of looks pretty nice. And when I look at Judo gis, the bottom quilt is actually what I compare the expensive and the cheap stuff from. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Now another thing you see just by looking at it is how big our arms are in our gis. BJJ gi is usually more tapered, so it's more closer to the body length, the way it's cut.
Fit, yeah,
slim fit, or in the old days, you're an old judo player, European cut. They don't make those anymore nowadays. But you see how I can't get it here, and there's not a big grip. I can't get a whole lot of grip here. But as you see in mine, you see a big hole right here. Go ahead, grab it, Anthony. Look at it. Look how easy it is for him to grab. Because in judo, we're supposed to give each other equal opportunities. In BJJ, you want to limit the opportunities for your partner as much as possible. So that's why their gis are more cut closer to them, the slim fit. The arms are cut closer to the body also, so I don't have a whole lot of fabric to grab. And because they do a lot more gi chokes and things using a gi, there's a lot less material to choke the person with. Now, here's a little hidden thing about gi pants that I always find very interesting. So, let's open up our pants right here. In judo pants, we always have a cord, okay? There's a cord right here that's holding our pants up. Most BJJ pants are gonna have this string, thicker cord thing right here.
It feels more premium, but I actually don't like it.
You don't?
It's hard. Because it's thicker, it slides apart more easily, so I find myself tying it again and again in class. The Judo ones are thinner, so it's easier to keep it tight. It doesn't slide.
And I always do a double knot with my Judo. Yep. Do you do a double knot with your BJJ?
I do it like a shoelace.
A shoelace? Yeah. And that's it? Yep. See, that's why it keeps falling off. Just a shoelace.
Yeah, the other thing I hate is it's very long. BJJ gi cords used to tend to be longer than Judo gis, so you see how this is just hanging here? So I'd have to tuck it in. But because it's a thicker, more premium cord, then you have this whole chunk of thing, like
put inside your pants.
Yeah, put inside your pants now. So I like Judo cords better.
And you right now look at our pants now. You can see that my Judo pants right here, how baggy they are, how loose and how open they are. And that's another thing with Judo pants. They can't be too tight, like look at Anthony's Jiu-Jitsu pants. You can notice that they're a little bit tapered towards you get to the bottom. It's not a straight cut like a Judo pant is, more baggier, wider cut. When I was young, we used to call it an elephant cut for the legs. It's not exactly like super tapered, not wearing like tight jeans or nothing, but they are a little tapered, so they're closer to the body. And that's again going to, when you fight each other in BJJ, you don't want to give your partner an advantage at all. Is there anything other differences in the gi?
Yeah, really the skirt's shorter. So if you notice, this one's a little longer, but if you go look online on YouTube, other people, belts usually like this, right?
Yeah.
The skirt's much shorter, so it's actually easier for this to come out during grappling. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed.
And you use it as a weapon when you're doing BJJ.
Yeah. So people I think it looks pretty cool when it's shorter, but I don't like it coming out apart the whole time. Another thing is the pants tend to be shorter usually. Not this one, but they tend to be shorter, and that's what they check at the tournaments at the top. Well, not in your local tournaments, they aren't going to check it, but in IJF level, the length of the pants actually have to be touching, covering your ankles, I believe. So
it's not a big thing about judo tournaments and stuff, but the most big thing in judo tournaments are going to be the gi thing. So let's try the gi test on this BJJ gi. So, no, start from the bottom. Put your hands down, out, up in front of you. I'm going to pull this gi out right here, give him a little tug. Is it touching?
Barely.
Oh, it's very close. It is very close. This side, no. If I was facing this, I'd be like, no, he's illegal. This, I'd be like, all right, he's okay to compete. But then I can do the hand test. And there's a machine that we use in judo. It's a long little thing. It looks kind of weird. And they do that. When they do that, they actually put it inside your gi to see how much width you have at the bottom. If that little machine cannot go inside your gi, this gi's disqualified. And they'll use it to measure the inside, the skirt, your belt, and all that stuff. But that's one of the visual things in doing judo testing at the tournaments. That's the first one they're going to do is this little arm thing again, like always. So is there anything else you'd like to talk about in the BJJ gi?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. There's so much to cover. They come in different thickness. Like this one's a kind of thicker one, but they make ones that are thinner than this, and even like you ever been to IKEA and their shopping bags? They have ones that are that thin too for traveling. So
Really?
yeah.
I know that there was and this is because I love Hayabusa stuff. Hayabusa years ago, like at least 10 years ago, had this really cool white gi, but it had all this tribal stuff on the back. And I'm not a BJJ guy, so I can't wait to see the gis. But I saw it at a competition, and I was like, hey man, can I see your gi real quick? He's like, yeah, go ahead. And I grabbed his gi, and it was like elastic. It was weird. Like I was grabbing it, and I swear I could pull, I could stretch a little bit. I was like, how do they make a gi that you could stretch? And how's that legal in BJJ?
I don't know.
I don't know if they still make that gi, or maybe it was considered illegal, so they stopped making it. But if you know about it, hit me up about it, what you thought about that gi.
Yeah, if you train BJJ and you want to go train judo, it's okay to wear a white or blue judo gi in most places. BJJ gi, sorry.
Yeah.
In most places. Just make sure you ask the sensei beforehand whether it's okay before you invest in a judo gi. But if you train judo regularly, you should invest in a proper judo gi.
One proper judo gi.
Yeah, when training with someone that has a tight BJJ gi, for a beginner especially, it's kind of a pain in the butt, and it's not really nice.
You're not helping out your partner learn. Yeah. You're stopping their progress, and it's like you're getting the full effect with their gi, but they're not going to get the full effect with your gi.
Yeah.
And like Anthony said, if you want to train a BJJ gi at most dojos when you first start, it's okay. Ask your sensei, but it has to be white or blue. It has to be white or blue. You can't come in with a black gi or pink or military or whatever other colors they have out there. It has to be white or blue. All right.
You'll see some senseis out there that, namely Shintaro, I'm sure people have watched his channel. He prefers to wear BJJ gi just because it's more slim cut. They don't make the Euro cut anymore. That's okay too. Just size up to make sure there's more give for your partner, and it's great for hot days. If you can't find a thin gi, or if the thinnest gi you found is still not thin enough, that you can get one of those really, really thin BJJ gis for a hot day of training and just pull it out for that one day. So.